Hello from, oof, where am I? Okay. Hello from Santa Eulalia here in Ibiza. I wanted to debrief the magic that has been this island because, well, it has just been pure magic and there's really no other way to describe it. This journey that I'm on at the moment is a frequency journey. It's some might call it a hero's journey, some might call it a mermaid's journey. I call it a journey, and frequency resonates a lot with where I'm at with it because I am just exploring and experimenting with life at the moment. I'm in this divine space in my life where I have time. I've spent a lot of time in the realms of healing and rediscovering myself after a relationship, and so the story goes, and where I wanna take you right now in terms of the storytelling, is the frequency journey of Ibiza. How did I get here? What am I doing here? How's it going? All of those three compartments are very different, and there's been just a lot of really beautiful synchronicities. So here we go. Okay. So the story begins back in Australia. I've been DJing now for 5 years, doing house, discotheque, organic, minimal, lounge, deep, electronic music on the bass, and then I've been doing some vocals. I've been doing a lot of vocals over the music, and that's been really beautiful, and it's been quite well received as well. And one of my managers always said to me, "You must go to Ibiza. You must go to Ibiza." And they have a few contacts here, and the aim of the game was for them to manage me here. So that didn't really work out from last New Year's because, well, there were some family issues involved and they had to retract energy. Super fair enough. My ex was actually on the island as well, so I just thought as well, I was like, it's probably not my space or place, right now, and that's okay. But every single time I played in Byron, especially at the treehouse, I did a 4-hour vocal set over house, and I just got it was people after people, compliment after compliment, saying, "This is such an Ibiza sound, you need to go to Ibiza." And after about the 4th time, I was like, okay, maybe it's in my atmosphere, maybe it's in the vortex. So I kept sort of, I didn't play too much with the idea, I just kind of let it rest. And then I went to Burning Seed. So Burning Seed is like the Australian Burning Man. And that was really an introduction into frequency, synchronicity, and resonance showing up in forms of numbers, numerology. And I'm a big 1111 girl. I'm sure a few of you out there are also, no stranger to the 1111s. Point to heaven, make a wish, all that jazz. What I began to understand in my frequency journey so far as a human is that 1111 is a beautiful sign that you are on the right path, that whatever you're feeling at the time is valid, that where you are is perfect, you're on the path. So that's what I've known of 1111. Now, when I walk through the portal at Burning Seed, the portal is basically, it's like the entrance, it's where you leave the structure of society behind and you walk into this new world that is completely designed by creativity of humans, built on love, generosity, trust. And so you enter, and I looked at my clock, and it was the 22nd of the 20, it was 22:22 on the 22nd. And I was like, it's a lot of twos. And 22 didn't really come into my vortex a lot, but then it was there. So I was like, okay, there we go. So I took note. The next thing, I went to my first workshop, which was the Art of Human Connection. And there the question was, what is connection to you? What does connection mean to you? And it got around to me and I said, well, connection is like, it's frequencies and harmony and resonance. It's when two things meet and connect, and there's a vibe, there's a connection. I said, I went through the portal at 22:22 on the 22nd. And then this guy opposite me on the circle just goes, 22? I am 22. I am DJ 22 from Ibiza. And I was like, what? And he pulls up his sleeve and he's got 22 written everywhere. And I was like, all right, well, we definitely need to meet, and we need to exchange some details. So we did that, but as we're at Burning Man, there's no reception, everything just goes, and then it's like a whole new, painting on the canvas. So I had his details, let it go. And then it came to one of my vocal sets with my girlfriends, and I'd had a bit of a mushroom purge that day. So mushrooms are they're beautiful medicine, and they can be so like enlightening and dancing and playful, and then they can also bring up, you know, the things that are stagnant. And a lot of things to do with my ex came up, and I was a bit sad that day. I had a bit of a cry, and that's also super valid and so fine as well. Like the burn, what it is, you burn and you shed and you experience, and there's so much going on all the time for every individual. So with that, I went to my vocal set with them, and they said they didn't really need me, and I said that's great. So I was about to go back to my tent, and I had a van at the time, and I walked back, and then it was almost like my feet just went whoop, and they started walking for me, and I was walking straight back into the festival. You know, it was dark lit, there were stars above, and I was like, okay, where are we going? Like, it was just this pull for me to go. So with anything like that, I had to go. I had to see. I'm a bit of a curiosity seeker like that. And then I wound up at the Camp of Loose Ends, which was like one of the biggest camps and sound systems that were there. It was Saturday night at Seed, main event. And I'd met the boys the night before, and I gone up to the tent and I said, hi, I'm Skywalker, I'm a DJ from Sydney. I do vocals, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, they were like, okay, cool, we'll like come and play. And I didn't play that day, but I rocked up, and it was like quite late at night. And I just remember them saying, Skywalker, Miss Skywalker, we have been expecting you. And then Christian, legend, his name is, he moved aside from the decks and he was like, plug in. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah. And I plugged in my USB and my vocal stuff, and off I went. And I look at the time, and it was 22:22 on the dot. And my whole body got shivers, everything just like, and I played one of the best vocal sets of my life. 3.5 hours of beautiful, intentional vocals, little vocal licks over house, minimal, disco, tech. Went techno, I went melodic. It went absolutely everywhere. It was such a ride. And I will have that posted on my SoundCloud for anyone that's keen to hear it. And then DJ 22 turns up. Everyone that was there that needed to see it was there, and it was just, yeah, it was a bit of a set. Some people say it was the set of Seed, so I'm pretty proud of that, to be honest. So we've got 22. 22's on the dial, and that was an amazing wrap up of Seed. And then